In this video, I will explain how to make your own level in Tunnel Glider. First, you have to click on Make Your Level button, and then you'll have the screen. First of all, click the Sample button, and you'll have the spreadsheet, and you will not have access, you can only view only, but you can click File and make a copy, and then you can have access. And then when you make a copy, you can test the map by doing select all, and then copy, and then paste it into this box here. Once you paste it in, it will automatically show these two buttons. And then you can click check errors to check if there's any errors with the map. And you can click play game. And you'll be able to play your own map. And then let's suppose that you accidentally spell something wrong. So instead of void, you put like dog. And then let's say that you just put it in the box here. And then if you click check errors, it will display an error message, invalid type of object. Okay. And then in that case, just click clear input, and then you can put it in again. And then another thing that I should explain is the different kinds of objects there are. So there's short, which is the flat one. There's void, which is empty. Tall, which is the taller block. Lava, which is like a tall block that kills you. And there's water, which you will drown in. So these are the types of blocks. And there's a ramp, which allows you to go up onto the tall and go onto the tall. And then that's pretty clear. Another thing I should explain is how to animate something. So how to make the blocks move around, and it's pretty simple actually. So there's how to do it is you have to put an @ sign at the end of the object type, and then put dt equals 2. So dt means like delta time, how long it takes. 2 means that it's gonna take the time it takes for a player to go 2 blocks. That's what dt means. And then you put dz equals 1, which means that the block will travel 1 unit in the direction of z. So one block distance. And what this exactly means is that in the span of 2 units, the block will move 1. When the player moves 2, the block will move 1, basically. And then you can also put another type of animation is dr equals 3. This means that the object will move radially outwards. So if you put like 3, the object will move like towards the center. And then another kind of animation is dA, and dA means that it's gonna change the angle, delta angle, and 3 means that it's gonna change the angle by 3 sides of the octagon. So that's around, I don't even know, I'm bad at math. No, it's gonna be 45 times 3, so like 135 degrees if it's 3. And then you can also mix them together, so you can have dA and dz and like dr all at the same time. It'll be fine. And then another thing that you should understand is if you play this level, like I'm gonna test it out, I can also test out just one portion of it, like the first 5 rows only. Just copy that, then you can put it in here, and this works fine. And as you can see, the animated block moves like that, pretty cool. But you can see that the animation kind of finishes instantly when the player reaches that block. So the player has to have a good reaction time. But if you want it to be a bit easier on the player and have it so that the animation ends way earlier, then you can have another property called I think it's ds. Let me try. Yeah, so ds. And what ds does, I'm going to put ds equals 2. So what ds does is that it's gonna make the animation end a bit earlier. By default, the DS is 1, but if you increase that to 2, then it means that the animation will end 2 blocks ahead of the player. And if it's like 5, then it's gonna be ending the animation 5 units ahead of the player. So that's all there is to it. Another thing is you can make really long maps. If you want to make a longer map, just increase the number of rows by selecting the left side of the spreadsheet and then clicking insert rows below. Another thing is you should not have empty rows. If you have like this, like an empty blank cell, it's not gonna work. Everything has to have something inside. And although you can have longer maps like this, you cannot have more sides to the polygon. So as you can see, right, all the levels are octagons, but you cannot have like a nonagon or a decagon. You cannot have different number of sides. So which means that you cannot increase the sides on the right side. You cannot add another column like this. So don't do that. And then finally, when you have finished making the map, you can actually get the level into the game, into the actual public game. And to do this, just click on the Discord server button and join our Discord server and send us your map data. So you can just copy off that and just paste it into Discord. Just like ping us and tell us to put in the game. But by doing so, it means that we have full ownership of the level, so we can do whatever we want to the level. Yeah, as you can see, there's an error right now because I put a slash here by accident. Okay. Yeah, anyways, that's all there is to the tutorial. Thanks for watching.